When you hear the name MrBeast, you probably think of wild giveaways, private islands, and jaw-dropping YouTube videos that cost more than most small businesses make in a year. You might picture him handing out stacks of cash to strangers, buying out entire stores, or staging challenges so over the top they seem impossible. But what if I told you that the real story, the one that could actually make MrBeast a billionaire, is happening entirely behind the camera? That while fans are focused on the spectacle, Jimmy Donaldson has been quietly building a secret portfolio of companies, startups, and brands, all designed to make money far beyond YouTube. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on how MrBeast has gone from just a YouTuber to one of the savviest investor entrepreneurs in the creator economy. But before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This channel is all about uncovering the real stories behind how the biggest names got rich. And trust me, what's coming next is unlike anything you've seen. When most people think of MrBeast, they focus on the videos, $100,000 giveaways, insane challenges, and private islands. The content seems like pure entertainment, but here's the thing most people miss. Every video, every stunt, every giveaway is a masterclass in leverage. Because while the world sees fun and chaos, Jimmy sees opportunity. He sees how to use attention as currency, how to turn fans into consumers, and how to convert virality into investment power. Jimmy isn't just creating content, he's building influence. And influence in the right hands can be worth more than any traditional paycheck. Think about it. While most creators are hustling for sponsorships or trying to sell merch, Jimmy has figured out how to convert views into ownership stakes. That's the secret sauce behind his portfolio. He's essentially a venture capitalist, but one who doesn't need outside investors. He is the investor. And his massive audience, that's the fuel. One of his earliest and most strategic moves was in gaming. Jimmy recognized that mobile gaming wasn't just a hobby for kids, it was a multi-billion-dollar industry exploding with potential for creators. So when a startup called Backbone approached him, he didn't just consider a partnership, he saw an opportunity. Backbone makes a controller that transforms your iPhone into a portable gaming console. It might seem like a simple gadget, but it was so much more than that. It was a bridge connecting YouTube, Twitch, and the fast-growing mobile gaming world. MrBeast didn't just invest money, he invested influence. He tweeted about it, played with it on camera, and showcased it to his massive audience. That single endorsement sent sales through the roof. For a traditional venture capitalist, adoption takes years, expensive marketing campaigns, and countless product iterations. But for Jimmy, one post, one video mention, and the startup gets instant traction. That's the superpower of being a creator investor. Attention becomes capital. But gaming was just the beginning. Jimmy also saw an even bigger opportunity: money itself. In 2021, he partnered with Current, a digital banking app. On the surface, it looked like a typical sponsorship, one of those hashtag ad posts you see everywhere. But behind the scenes, this was something far smarter. Jimmy wasn't just promoting a bank, he was negotiating equity, a slice of ownership. Because Jimmy knows the golden rule of wealth. Why settle for a paycheck when you can own the ATM? Every new user he drove to Current wasn't just a one-time ad conversion, it was long-term value. That's the difference between a YouTuber earning sponsorship fees and a creator building generational wealth. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Jimmy didn't only invest in other people's companies, he started building his own empire from scratch. Enter MrBeast Burger. At first glance, it looked like a quirky side project. Ghost kitchens delivering burgers through Uber Eats. But in reality, it was a bold experiment in proving that a creator's audience alone could launch a nationwide brand overnight. And the results were staggering. Over 1 million burgers sold in just 60 days, tens of millions in revenue. Sure, it wasn't perfect. There were quality issues, lawsuits, and the usual growing pains. But the bigger takeaway wasn't the bumps, it was the model. Jimmy showed the world that creators could leverage attention to compete with billion-dollar corporations. MrBeast Burger wasn't just a restaurant chain, it was proof that a YouTuber's audience could be a fully functional distribution network. From there, he didn't stop. Feastables, his chocolate brand, launched next. And Feastables isn't just candy. It's another masterstroke in investment strategy. Jimmy owns a large stake, but he also raised $5 million from outside investors at a $100 million valuation. Here's the genius.
He didn't have to convince investors with PowerPoint presentations. He just showed them his audience, hundreds of millions of engaged fans. When your company has built-in marketing, validation and reach, it's not a gamble, it's a revenue machine. Feastables is now stocked in Walmart, Target, and over 50,000 stores worldwide, going head-to-head with giants like Hershey's and Nestle. And it all started because Jimmy sold trust, not just chocolate. Beyond burgers and chocolate, Jimmy's portfolio stretches even further. He quietly backed Clubhouse, the once-hyped social audio app. He's explored esports organizations, tech startups, and other consumer brands. But here's what most people don't realize. Every investment isn't random. Jimmy has a system. He's built a flywheel that looks like this. Content builds audience. Audience drives awareness. Awareness fuels product sales. Sales attract investors. Investors fuel growth. And growth creates even more content opportunities. Every company he touches feeds back into this cycle, amplifying the value of each investment exponentially. Compare this to traditional celebrity investors. Shaquille O'Neal invested in Google, Ring, and Papa John's. Ashton Kutcher built A-grade investments. Jay-Z created Rock Nation and his own venture fund. They've all done well. But here's the difference. Most celebrities rely on media appearances, press coverage, and cultural influence. Jimmy? He owns the media. His YouTube channels consistently outperform traditional TV networks in viewership. That means every company he touches gains free marketing, testing, and distribution, all embedded in his content. This is why his portfolio is not just big, it's almost impossible to replicate. And here's the question everyone is asking. Could MrBeast become the first creator billionaire? His reported net worth ranges between $100 million and $500 million, depending on who you ask. But given the reach and potential of his companies, billionaire status might be closer than most realize. Feastables could scale to Hershey-level valuations. His gaming projects could explode. Equity stakes in fintech, media, and tech startups could continue stacking. For MrBeast, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Step back for a moment and look at the bigger picture. MrBeast's secret investment portfolio isn't just about making more money, it's about something much deeper. It's about leverage, influence, and creating systems that can grow and thrive long after any viral video fades from the trending page. Jimmy isn't just chasing quick wins or sponsorship checks. He's building a network of businesses, products, and investments that all feed into each other. Every piece of content, every brand launch, every equity stake is part of a carefully designed cycle where attention becomes revenue or algorithmic luck. With the right strategy, a creator's audience itself becomes the engine for building an entire business ecosystem, one that can last well beyond the lifespan of social media trends. So, next time you watch a MrBeast video handing out stacks of cash or giving away a Lamborghini, remember, the real fortune isn't on camera. It's in the deals you don't see, the equity, the brands, the silent investments quietly multiplying behind the scenes. That, more than anything else, might be his smartest creation of all. If you want to dive even deeper into how creators like MrBeast, Logan Paul, and Iman Gadji are quietly building business empires behind the scenes, hit that subscribe button right now. We're uncovering the strategies, the investments, and the moves that traditional media and even most creators will never show you. And trust me, the next story we've got lined up is going to blow your mind.